Holla. Right now, you kicking it with your boy Omillio Sparks. Make sure y'all check out Miss Drama on Miss Drama TV. Holla at your boy. I'm in the building. One.
You already know it's Mr. Go-To when you said Joe Cool, so fuck you and Popo too. Champagne, Chardonnay, coast through the bottles I go through, hoes through from the money I blew.
Talking about what's going on currently is that you do have a mixtape.
Yeah, this mixtape was Omillio Sparks Volume 1. It's the reinvention of me.
Okay.
You know
now, why is it a reinvention?
Because
what has changed so much that you feel like now there's a reinvention in this?
Well, I grew up. You know what I mean? I'm more mature. You know what I'm saying? My mind's somewhere else right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a team around me, business folks, and we taking we're not limiting ourselves this time. You know what I'm saying? And we taking it to the next level as I should have been. I've been taking it to the next level. It's just I didn't have the right people around that understood where I was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So I got the right folks around. Nothing to take away from nobody I had around. It's just that I know how far I can take this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far I'm going to do it. The State Property, we got a couple records done. Like if they wanted to put an album out right now, we got it.
With who? Everybody?
With the whole team.
Wow.
I mean, even Neef Buck.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So if the money situation was straight, it would have been out by now.
Nah, you know what? It wasn't even a money situation with that one because somebody offered a nice number. Actually, I think it was 50. That's why him and Beans got a relationship now. You know what I'm saying? But Mac had signed back to Jay-Z. So I don't know what happened, but it's like the record's dead. Like the work is done. Like if everybody can sit down and agree on some things, it'll happen. So
tell me when this whole relationship between 50 and Beans started, because everybody thinks it's a recent relationship.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
but
you said
I think it happened when he went to jail or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
right, and
when
then
Beans went to jail, he met 50's uncle or something like that.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Like
so
that.
were you surprised? And then I'm assuming that you weren't surprised when Beans started to work with Fifth.
Nah, that wasn't a shocker. It wasn't a shocker. You know, it was like, wow, okay, what's next? You know what I mean? What's the next move?
Because I heard that he is coming out with an album then.
Who that?
Beanie.
Yeah, he's working. He's working hard. I talked, like I said, at Freeway album release party. He was there. He was saying he was working. You know, he reached out to me from time to time, called me up, say what's up. You know, you need me on a couple tracks or whatever, and I'd be like, all right, cool. So when the time right, you know, he called me and I go record with him.
And it's love. It's basically love.
Yeah, why not?
Were there any signs, particularly that things were going awry? What were there warning signs to some degree that
you saw some things. You saw you saw some change in certain, but it was like.
Was it gradual or did it happen like a lot of it was like, wow, what happened?
It was, you know, it was slow motion. It was slow motion because it's chess not checkers in the business, you know what I mean? But you started noticing change, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't amongst us, it was really the powers that be. You know?
And who were the powers that be?
You know, our CEOs. Our CEOs was Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Kareem Biggs. Okay. So, you know, you see more Biggs and Dame and less Jay, you know, stuff like that. And then, you know, we'll be recording over. Baseline was our home base. That was our home where we recorded at, and then we switched to quiet. It's like why we over in quiet? You know what I'm saying? So it was like things like I guess things. It was a conflict of interest for them to talk to us about it. You know, whatever personal business they had going on. But you can see the difference. You see change happening. You know.
Now
I think Siegel knew more than us.
Yeah. Was he tight-lipped about it? I mean, did you have conversations with Beans?
Oh, yeah, we talked, but you know, it was like tight-lipped.
Tight-lipped.
Yeah, it was business, so you know, I guess you know he'd protect himself too. He was an artist too. You know, what I mean, when State P, what was going on was Beans was a solo artist up there already.
Right.
Before we got there, so you know, he gotta take care of his own too.
Right.
So, you know.
So he was kind of focused on what he had going on.
Pretty much.
And you guys were kind of just dealing with the results of whatever kind of transpired to some degree.
It's like you're in the army. You know what I'm saying? You got your sergeant, you got your general, then you got your soldiers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And were you in the front line for any of this?
Pretty much, you know. But see me, the difference between me and the rest of them, I guess, is I had the acting thing going on too, you know.
Right, because you were in the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, State Property had a lot going on in the sense of they weren't just the group; they were the clothing line, the label, the movies.
It was about to be a cartoon.
Really? Yeah. What happened? What happened to the cartoon?
That's what I'm saying. It was so much. The business. I don't know what happened. It was everything just went haywire.
Went haywire.
Yeah. It was a meeting. I think Dame called the meeting. Dame called the meeting, and that's when he broke the news to us.
How did they say it?
He said that they were splitting, they was parting ways. Jay was going his way, we was going our way, and it was a sheet with our names on it, and they ripped it in half, and half went with Dame, and half went with Jay.
So so where did you go? I mean, what according to that
sheet? I was on Dame's side. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know, like I said, I ain't had no problem with that. You know, Dame was good people. You know, I ain't never had no altercation. I mean, we argued about, you know, it's business, but but he didn't have distribution. So it makes sense.
And that was the main situation. Who was on Jay's side? I'm just curious.
Young Guns and Freeway.
And that was it?
Yeah.
What happened to Beans?
Beans was on Dame's side also. It was a sheet. You know, it was like
so it was just like somebody wrote down some names and they just split it, and that was their business deal? I mean, doesn't that sound a little bit crazy?
Yeah, well, that's how it was explained to us in the meeting. I don't know how it
Did they
went
rip
down.
the sheet in front of you guys, or did they?
Nah, that was verbal. That was in the meeting. That was said from Dame. That came out of Dame's mouth.
And what did Jay say? Was Jay at the meeting?
Jay wasn't there.
Okay. So how do you know that was coming from him too? You just assumed that it was?
Jay was the CEOs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. They knew each other way before they knew us. You know, I don't know if he'd come in a meeting and call us there to lie to us all. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you were kind of manipulated towards the end?
You know what? Not really. I looked at it like, you know what? This the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on top. Nothing happened that couldn't happen. This is business. If you come in the game, we was all young. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was peeping game, you know, along the way, but it's like I wasn't manipulated. I wasn't on my A game. Once I got out of the contract and I seen, you know, how that situation played out, it made sense to stay independent at the time. You know what I'm saying? I could have went with Dame, and I ain't had nothing against Dame at the time, but Dame ain't had no distribution. Right. You know, once Jay part ways, you know, all the business folks was going, you know, run with wherever Jay's going. You know what I mean? It made sense because he was a cash cow. Right. You know what I'm saying? I guess Dame was looking like, you know, Dame was the mouthpiece. So I guess a lot of people felt like, all right, well, whatever. What we got to deal with him for? We got Jay right here.
And what was Jay saying?
Nothing.
And that was the problem.
Jay don't talk much. Yeah, he don't. You know, he don't talk much. He just busts his moves. You know what I mean?
Right. One of the things that I think has been in the media, and you can, you know, if you have any insight on what this may be about, or if you think it's just silly overall, is that they're saying Jay is part of like a set group of this thing called Illuminati. Have you ever heard about that?
The Mason thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the whole internet. It was all over the internet.
So what are your thoughts about that? Is there any fact to that, or is that just?
I'm not sure. I know.
Was there any
Mason
behavior
thing going on? What, with him?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's quiet.
Was he?
You know what I'm saying?
Was he gone for a lot of the? I mean, were you like, that's an interesting handshake? I mean, did you notice anything?
You know what? I wasn't into that. What was going on now? And then when you sit back, I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
He was just quiet.
I meet him once. I give him a regular shake. What's up? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but you know. If he in the secret society, in the secret society. I'm not sure. I know it's a Mason. The Masons, they exist. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
You didn't know. So you kind of were oblivious to that whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, and if he was in a secret, he wouldn't have told me. He would have, hey, Speeds, you know I'm a Mason, shake me out. I don't think he'd have told me that. You know?
So you didn't get a tap on your shoulder to come to that meeting, that lodge meeting?
I wasn't in that meeting. I missed that one. You know, I didn't get the memo.
You didn't get the memo.
Nah.
I'm sure you know that they were very close.
Yeah.
They've always had a very close relationship, and apparently that now it's, you know, it has dissolved.
Yeah.
And there is really, you know, that's what Beanie is looking for at this point in time, to have a conversation.
A conversation? That's what this is all about?
Yeah. Apparently.
Wow. Chris and him, they talk a lot, you know. Chris from the Young Guns.
Okay.
Yeah,
Chris and Jay talk a lot?
Yeah, and they tight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So, you know, but you're not upset the fact that you're not having conversations with Jay?
Nah, upset about we gonna run into each other. I'm still doing me. I'm
right.
out and about, you know, I'm resurfacing like I tell her.
You coming, you're there. I mean,
I'm reinventing myself, so you know the business ain't but so big, you know, we'll catch up to each other and chop it up, because it ain't like, you know.
Well, how about you know, Dame? I mean, you still have a conversation with him?
I actually had Dame number. I used to call Dame in big, but I broke my phone, so I lost their contact. So,
oh, really?
So I catch up with them. Yeah, it's like
you don't seem very stressed about it. You seem like you're just ready to move on, and this is silly to you.
I'm so ready to get my money right. You know what I'm saying? Through this business, like that's what I'm focused on, money. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm chilling. I got my team around me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nothing back home. Everybody cool and chilling. All my boys in position, and I'm just trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Do
you think it's all kind of silly?
With the whole situation? Yeah, because I look at it like this. It's money to be made. It's a sea of it out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like personal egos and all the... I can curse?
Yeah.
The bullshit. It's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. And I ain't gonna front. You know, in my day, I was on my bullshit too. Fuck that. I don't care. They wrong. But you got to start saying, no, it's business. You know what I'm saying? You know, and anybody that do business understand it. You know, it's just certain things... Certain people is just gonna distance themselves from, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. The city's mine. One heaven, may I play this game? Come on, play. You know the city is mine. The city is mine. I'm staying on my grind.